What makes homeschooling more efficient than other forms of schooling, and are you taking advantage of those efficiencies? Well, this two-part video series takes a deep dive into the top 10 efficiencies of homeschooling and how you can tap into its benefits, whether you've been homeschooling for a while or whether you're just starting out. And for those with older kids, make sure to watch part two of this two-part series to gain insights on middle school and high school efficiencies, to grab a free time management resource, and to my mini class for creating your high schooler's academic roadmap. Hey, I'm Kathleen Rumford. I homeschooled my two daughters for over 15 years and have mentored and coached many parents along the way in both homeschooling and gifting their children with personal finance literacy. So let's dive into my first 7 of 10 efficiencies found with homeschooling. The first one that comes to mind for most people is time savings. No traipsing between classrooms or buildings, waiting in lines, or waiting for everyone in a group to take a turn at something or to answer a question. Students are able to get as much done in less time or more done in the same amount of time. Either way you look at it, things are much more streamlined and individually focused when homeschooling. This leads us to the second way that people often think about how homeschooling is more efficient than public or private school: the very low adult to child ratio, so that each child is getting more one-on-one time with an adult than they would in public school or private school. That means they're able to get questions answered quickly and keep moving on with their learning or assignment without a lot of time waiting or spinning their wheels. Now, I'm not saying that a parent needs to answer a question of a child right away without the child trying to work through things first, or their challenges first, or without coming up with some possible solutions or options. I'm just saying that there's more efficiency in seeing a child through the process of learning with homeschooling. This individualized attention also lends itself to our third efficiency of customized learning, which means that learning can be customized to fit a child's learning style, ability, competency level, and even their natural body clock for their best learning time. Perhaps a child excels in math but is more challenged by language arts. No problem. You can work at the level and pace that makes sense for them. Whether they're gifted children, whether they have learning challenges, it doesn't matter. You work at their pace on the different subjects that make sense for them. Additionally, to increase your own productivity, our fourth efficiency is combining age groups. If you have multiple children of different ages or levels, you can work with them on the same subject and content at the same time, say for history or science or art. You'd just want to adjust your expectations on their assignments. For example, my two daughters were 4 years apart. The older was a cerebral visual learner who loved graphic design, while the younger was a creative auditory learner who loved fashion. If our history topic was on a certain time frame in ancient Egypt, the older might produce a report on our current ancient Egypt topic along with a graphical presentation, while the younger might create a play with costumes or a diorama with a focus on ancient Egyptian fashions. You get my gist. You can be efficient for both your child and yourself by integrating your child's level, learning style, and natural interests, even for subjects that you do across multiple age groups. To take that a step further, the fifth efficiency is co-oping with other families. This was huge for us. Co-oping just means doing something cooperatively, whether it's a single class, a year-long course, field trips, or even meals. And this can even span multiple age groups or levels, as we talked about in number 4. One way to share teaching is for 2 to 3 families to join forces, and one parent teaches one subject for the whole year or for a semester, like science, and another parent takes on a subject like history, and perhaps the third parent takes on another subject like foreign language or art. This allows the parent to focus on a subject that they have a stronger interest in and to let someone else focus on something they're interested in. This not only helps the parents, but is more beneficial to the students as well, to have a teacher with a passion for the subject matter. Another way to share teaching of a course is by each parent teaching a portion of the subject's material. We did this with science a number of times, where we teamed up with a few families and split the curriculum so that each parent took a portion or multiple portions staggered throughout the year. We also did this as a field trip co-op where many families signed up. I think we had like 30 families, maybe more, and each agreed to arrange 2 field trips during the year. That gave us a huge number and large variety of field trips to choose from. Then we just went on the ones that made sense for our family. Similarly, we were part of a meal co-op of 4 families where each family cooked one meal a week for all 4 families. The moms met each month to plan out the schedule and meals so it went smoothly during the month. Then we involved our kids in the meal preparation, but it was just once a week. Lastly, One of my favorite co-ops was our little girl co-op, where we had 8 families with daughters all around 5 or 6 years to start, and the moms all took turns doing fun unit studies with the girls throughout the year. We each did 2 unit studies lasting 2 weeks, meeting once a week, and we did this for a few years. And honestly, it was such a special part of homeschooling for me with my younger daughter. The sixth efficiency is anywhere schooling. School can take place in alignment with the family's lifestyle, schedule, and whether you're traveling in country, out of country, via car, boat, or plane, or just at the park, grocery store, library, or a sibling sporting event or activity, or on the road with a parent's job, or a child's elite athletic or performing arts career. The flexibility and efficiency of being able to school anywhere allows for great experiences to happen along the way. And no matter where you are, you can integrate learning opportunities strategically as just part of normal life. And that's true of people who don't homeschool as well. But that's our seventh and last efficiency in part one. Let me give you a few examples of how you can double dip with regard to time and efficiency of learning. For example, during breakfast or lunch, the kids can watch a Kids National Geographic show or listen to Liberty Kids, whatever is relevant to your family or their current learning. They can choose what's for lunch and actually cook it or make it, learning valuable life skills while eventually freeing you up to do other things. They can play educational games during lunch. They can listen to classical music by a composer you're studying while they're doing a chore or while they're doing something creative. Younger kids can count and sort laundry, while older kids could do the grocery shopping and look for cost-effective nutritional products by examining the cost labels and the nutritional labels of products. Even reading aloud as a family, painting together, visiting the library for story time or to hear a visiting author, all of this can be efficiently integrated right into normal life and enrich your homeschool and your family. So that's the first 7 of 10 efficiencies that I'm covering. Please drop a comment about any insights that this has generated for you, and join me for part 2, linked here, to get a glimpse into specific efficiencies for older students and for access to our Homeschooling Through High School Facebook group, a free time management resource, and a mini course on how to simply set up your high schooler's academic framework. If this has been helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more on homeschooling, especially through high school, as well as literacy on the subject of personal finance and entrepreneurship for kids and teens. Till next time, take care and God bless.